Welcome everybody. This is home of Wi-Fi Wednesdays. We meet every single Wednesday where I ask you guys to ask any questions you want. At the end, I do a lot of sales training and I walk through the platform, and it's also home of the 30-day Wi-Fi challenge. That being said, again, we do comply with everything that Facebook is doing right now. A lot of you guys are watching the Congress stuff in the news, and you're seeing Mark Zuckerberg on TV, on CNN, on the news, and everything like that. And everybody's wondering, is my information safe? What exactly happened there? So first, to address any questions about Cambridge Analytica, literally has nothing at all whatsoever to do with any business that has started using Facebook in the last 3-4 years. What happened is literally in 2014, an app got unauthorized access due to Facebook policy that was changed in 2014. So no app since 2014 ever had the access to the data that is in the news right now. So for those who are wondering, this does not affect us whatsoever at all. Second, when it comes to collecting information, we comply with everything Facebook has. We actually don't take anything beyond the general information. The only additional scope that we ever ask for, that we ask approval for, is the birthday for marketing. We don't ask about religious beliefs. We don't ask about political views or anything like that stuff. We don't save that data. We don't ask for it. We don't care. In addition, anytime somebody connects, we only ever hit their Facebook profile once. Our system never goes back on behalf of your app or any other app to capture or update that information after the fact. Okay, so those who are hearing all this noise about Facebook, you literally have nothing to worry about. The only thing you should consider is educating your clients that they have also nothing to worry about. Okay, I cannot stress that enough. Everything that has been asked of their app developers, including us and software partners, we're adhering to. When it comes to GDPR and all the compliance that's coming up in the EU, we will also be compliant with all of the GDPR policies in time for the deadline. So any questions or any doubts you have as far as the data privacy policies, all that stuff is being well taken care of. I wanted to address that off the top because I know I've had a lot of personal questions about it. We've had our support being asked about it, and it literally is nothing to do with our business model whatsoever. That being said, a quick update to the Automation Bootcamp partners. So those who signed up for the annual plan, the annual legacy plan, I included, sale is over, but I did include full Zapier access. I included private one-on-one training as well, in addition to a full year of additional content and additional resources for automation. To let you know, we already shipped out those 10 free hotspots to those who signed up for this. So thank you. You probably by now have received your tracking number. If you did not, you never sent us your address. So please check that message that we sent right through our system requesting that. Almost everybody got it. So those are all in the mail. We've had a whole bunch of posts already from people who are super excited, who got their 10 devices, took a picture of them, and are really, really excited to get rocking. So congrats to everybody who got included with that. And you will have noticed that I invited you to the Team Zapier account. You have access to that now as well. And we'll be following up shortly to send you the schedule for that. Big news today is that we made some really big strides with our campaign editor. So we have the best and easiest to use campaign editor of any social Wi-Fi capture portal platform out there. What makes this unique is that we now added something that we used to have. We took it away. Now we added it back and made it even better. So let me flip to that. You'll notice that in the dashboard, and I'll actually just go here, I will create a new campaign. And here I'm going to create from. So first of all, we added this a few weeks ago where you can create a campaign directly from Facebook. So you don't have to go through the CRM. You don't have to start from scratch ever. I highly recommend that any clients that you're targeting or selling to, you have to make sure that part of the qualifications, if you went through the 30-day mobile challenge and through the, qualifying your clients, one of the big things of finding your best customers are they're already on Facebook. They already understand the power of a Facebook page, of a brand, of communicating and connecting with their customers. So that is why we are doing this. So I'm going to choose McDonald's here as a campaign to start from. You're going to notice that just by entering the fetch from, facebook.com/page name, it automatically generates the background, the image. It has the login options where I can add and remove options as I please. But now we have a real-time thank you page editor. So for a while now, you guys were kind of creating the thank you page, you're adding your elements, you're changing your redirect options, and you're a little bit blind as to what that experience will be until you preview it. So two major changes we made here with the platform to give you more visibility into your campaign. It helps when you're designing things and also helps when you're communicating with clients. First of all, the real-time thank you page allows you to add different content here. For example, you can add different images. These are not meant to be ads here. I'll show you the ads in a minute, but you can add any images you want. You can now see it in real time. You can add your HTML here as well. Any content you want, you can style it, change the color, make it all fancy. All the stuff you can do. We're soon going to be allowing you to change the order of these elements. So right now you have everything set, but now you can see very clearly what and how your page is being experienced by your users. This is the thank you page. So separate to that, we also added a thank you page redirect change, a small change that we added here. So here you can add a delay in when you're going to be redirected automatically. So first of all, if it's manual, we now have a blue button. So it's actually better for me to preview this live. So let me show you this live. In addition to one more thing that we changed is when you're adding advertisements now, a lot of people ask, hey, where exactly did those ads go? Where are they shown? So now if you enable ad zones, you're going to see exactly where they are shown in the preview. So here, it won't actually serve up your ad in the editor, but if you preview it, it will show the ad that's inside that bucket. But here what you'll see is the ad is shown under the header and under the footer here. For the interstitial ad, the full takeover, you can see your zone here as well. You can also put a redirect duration. You can have either a manual skip. These work the same way. The redirect and the ads timers work exactly the same way, where if it is on manual, you can automatically manually click to move forward. And if you have a time-second delay, you can't click or do anything. You have to watch this video. You have to see this ad. And then 20 seconds later, you are redirected. And then again, on the thank you page, we have the 3 ad zones here as well. You'll see that if I add them, I don't have to add all. I can just have one. But I can see that if I add the one there's one on the top. Then there's one in the middle on top of the Facebook like box. And there's one on the footer, which goes under the button. Okay, so I'm going to just turn off the ads for now, make it simple, and show you what this looks like and run through this whole preview that I set up in literally a minute. This is something I can then take to my client. I saw good visibility on the thank you page. I edited that nicely. And now if I run the actual preview, I can jump in and see exactly what that client experience will be like. So if I click on preview on the yellow button here, I can see here are the standard options. I click on enable free Wi-Fi. I see my image getting shown. I see the text and my HTML getting shown. So here, look exactly what the preview looked like. And because I had it manual, this button is here and it will actually stay on this page until I click on next. Okay. Another thing to note that we changed here as far as the experience goes is if I edit this campaign, and let's say I wanted to serve up a message. Now, we don't recommend having required coupons or anything that you need to reference later, but if you just want to have a message, you didn't care to redirect anywhere. So if I wanted to disable redirect, you'll notice that this button is gone, the timer is gone. Now, when somebody connects and the redirect is disabled, it will not redirect you anywhere. So if I wanted to preview this campaign now and connect with Wi-Fi, it will bring me to this page and that's it. In my portal, I can click on the done. So I can close the captive portal. If I'm on a browser, it will stay on this page. I could use it. I can reference it. It's actually an actual bookmark if I want. But that is actually an actual page. And I'm not automatically redirected. I'm not given the option to leave this page. So that's what happens when your redirect is disabled. And again, I'll go in and show you the last option. So I showed you redirect disabled. If you enable it with a manual redirect, you'll see this blue button. And the final option is if I want to have a timer. So let's say I want to give people 10 seconds. And I can say something like this. Now you want to make sure your compliance. So something like that, you're not forcing them to, you're just giving them the option. So hurry, like it's on Facebook, they have 10 seconds to do that. You can do that, click on save, and now you can preview this where it runs that exact same setup that I had for the client. And just the way that we did it here, it gives you more visibility when you're designing it and you're working with it and creating it for your clients. You know exactly what the objectives are. So here, if I click on connect, I'm going to see this hurry like it's on Facebook to get a free cookie, and I'm going to see this countdown go all the way to 0. And what happens here, the URL I have, it's the actual Facebook page of McDonald's. So at 0, I get redirected to my redirect page of choice. So that is, it seems like a small change, but that, trust me, that was a lot harder to build than it seems. And now we have the real-time editing for this. And I had a couple questions about the advertisements. So here, if I enable the ads, I have different zones that I can place. I'm going to run through the zones as part of the videos that I'm creating as well. We do have great videos on the ad manager inside support, but I will be re-recording them because there is some new functionality that we have not covered. But generally speaking, think about ad zones, and these placeholders here represent the zone. So think about the zone as a bucket, and inside the bucket, you can put different ads. So if you say, I want this bucket to be served up on this campaign right on the top, then every time this placeholder, this ad zone is served, it's going to pick an ad from the bucket. It's going to automatically choose every ad in order. It's going to randomly cycle them to give you even coverage. And you'll see all of that inside your ad report. But essentially, the more ads you add inside the zone, the less time that ad will be seen on a general number of impressions. So it splits the number of impressions over the number of ads inside the zone. I hope I didn't confuse you guys by saying that. But the ad zone allows you to be placed. You can place the ad zones here on the top and bottom. That's what the question was. And in the interstitial, you can also place it as the full takeover. So it doesn't have to be just this 300 by 250. It can actually be a full embeddable ad. It can be download apps or whatever it is on this up to either a manual redirect or up to 30 seconds now. We changed that. It used to be 25 seconds. And now on the thank you page, you see the 3 ad zones. So you have the one on top of the message. Then you have one between the HTML and the Facebook like box. And then you have another one under the timer right at the bottom. Great. Any questions that you guys have that I can help with? Because that's it. To be honest, that's a huge change that we had. We have a new change coming to this page very soon. We're just not quite ready with it yet. Those who are specifically in Brazil, I had this question a lot, are going to love this. Those also in the US, no doubt, are going to love this. Europe will love this. Asia will love this. It's a really internationally focused redirect option that I think you guys are going to love. So wasn't quite ready for today. I hope to surprise you sometime soon by doing a mid-Wednesday update. Sometime maybe this weekend. I'll surprise you guys with that update. But yeah, we got a whole bunch of other things in the works that that we're always constantly working on. That's part of why those who are wondering and those who pay us on a monthly basis, thank you very much. Those who obviously signed up with us and who are working with us and aren't quite on a monthly. I mean, the reason that we charge is so that we can afford developers to build you guys all the features and tools and everything you need. And also, have everything up and running. So definitely my goal is to justify that expense on your end to make sure that you're making at least $300 a month so you can profit from this. And that's ultimately my goal. I think it's a very small ask. I mean, it might seem larger than most. Usually the complaints that I get are from those people who don't want to leave their house, don't want to, what I mean by that is don't even want to pick up the phone, don't want to leave their comfort zone. And those who just kind of sit and think, hey, how am I, maybe a client will knock on my door later this afternoon. Like this is never going to happen. So, most of the users I think that aren't using this monthly, you have yourself to blame. Those who are using it and profiting, I'm here to truly focus on you guys because I want to give you guys everything you need. I want to make sure that the platform meets all of your needs. I want to make sure that you can turn a healthy profit and not just break even, but blow it away. Like we have some partners doing it upwards of 6 figures. So, that is really what it comes down to. Like those who want to get out of your comfort zone, who want to, watch the training, follow the steps, actually get out there and do something, whether it be physical, whether it be picking up the phone, sending an email, just something, making some noise is what it's going to take. So yeah, that's definitely what I am focusing on our end. And any other questions that I can get to? Question about managing the background image on the thank you page. I don't recommend that. We might add some, some new, change the page background color or perhaps, but you don't want to make the thank you page too busy. You want to be very clear. In cases where you want to have an image, that's what the image tools are for. Congrats to Bryce, who set up his first client. Congrats, that's awesome, good news. Those who are wondering about the Zapier automation training who are coming late, we're going to be sending out the invites shortly. We're likely going to begin. I wanted to start this week. I might do an intro session later this week, but we wanted to make sure that we sent out all the 10 hotspots and got you added to Zapier and did all the housekeeping before we started the training, because I know nothing's worse than getting all excited, being like, you know, a horse ready for the race, and then not opening the gate. I wanted to make sure you guys have everything you need before we start the training, so that when we get kicked off, you can get out there and sell and put your stuff into action right away. And that being said, hopefully later this week, I'll do the intro video, which will not be live. It's just going to be like a little video that I'm going to send to all of the automation partners, making sure that you guys are psyched up and get everything you need to be ready. And then we'll have the schedule starting early next week with the live sessions. And again, all those will be recorded, so don't worry if you cannot make that live. Danielle's wondering, if you do not put a redirect, how do they access the internet? Well, they're actually authenticated, Danielle. Good question. They're authenticated as soon as they connect. So in the experience, before the thank you, they don't have to go through the thank you page to be authenticated. By the time they see the thank you page, they're already authenticated. Okay, so in nearly all browsers, you'll see it on Apple and on an iPhone. You'll see it on Android as well. Like usually there's a done button or complete or finish, so you can close the capture portal pop-up, and then you can go on and do whatever you want to do with the internet access. So that is how that works. Question about getting the redirect page displayed without a thank you page. Well, what you can have here in the thank you page is you can just disable your messaging. I mean, I always recommend to put some kind of confirmation. So you want to put like enjoy browsing or some kind of thank you page option, be like redirecting, and then you can redirect to wherever you want. You don't need to have the thank you page. Yeah, so question also about without a redirect, you can just have this and say, instead of enjoy browsing, you can have like, thank you for connecting, and that's it. Here we can turn the ads off as well. Question about where you get the WordPress corporate website. And also I saw some questions about marketing materials. Let me show you that, guys, right now, because I want to make sure you all know where to find that stuff. You'll notice that once you log into your platform, on the top here, there's a button called Members Area. Click on that. Inside the Members Area, you're going to see this. The first thing, the reason I put a star there is alphabetically to make sure that it's all there. Marketing materials and tools. I will add the word downloads there, perhaps, just to ring a bell for some. Inside the marketing materials, you'll see this first section, and you'll see all marketing material downloads. Again, all this will happen too. If you just search, same thing, you'll see this pull up. You'll then find the embedded Google Drive downloads. So these are all of the downloads here. We had some questions about how do I get more people using the Wi-Fi at location? We have a whole bunch of stuff to help with that. So let me just show you. We have the free Wi-Fi stickers. We have posters. I'm opening up these in new tabs just so you guys see. Hold down Command or Control to do that as you click. Little tip. We have tabletop tent cards and a whole bunch of other stuff that I know I'm missing here. These are for the users. So these are not for you to necessarily sell Wi-Fi. These are for you to promote to your clients and customers that they should be using Wi-Fi on site. So here are some free Wi-Fi stickers, even done to the Sticker Mule spec. So this is something that you can take. You can change the color on it. Print that out. Stick them all over the place. So we have a whole bunch of design options for that. Here we also have some posters you could use. And we're in the midst of redesigning a whole bunch of these and creating a whole bunch of new posters as well. So if you guys have any ideas or any contributions you want to add to this, we're also in the midst of designing them too, but we'd love to to work with some of you to help make this better always. And we also have these table tent cards where, for example, you can just put this in your restaurant, connect with Facebook, everyone, free Wi-Fi for everyone. This actually used a QR code that would automatically get you onto the SSID that was using our social QR product. Not super important to do, but you could have a call to action equally as important. Hey, look for this SSID and connect to that. It's usually the same hashtag as the company has for their promotions. But this is where you find all the marketing material downloads. And I also want to make something very clear to everyone as well, that here we added a new tab called Courses. Inside Courses, I added some things that we used to sell separately for thousands of dollars. Here they are in here for free. So those who did not take part of our automation bootcamp, I did have something different. It was called the Automation Masterclass. I sold this separately. I actually had a live training, and then I recorded it all professionally here. And all of the sessions are available for you. So if you're just wondering, hey, I don't know the beginning of Zapier, I don't know how it works or what I'm supposed to do, you can go in here and watch this lesson. There's lessons on landing pages, how to set up Facebook lead ads, event-based autoresponder sequences. So let's say you wanted to use this, and this is part of what our automation bootcamp is about. It's going specific into how to use this with Wi-Fi. But for example, this video will just teach you the basics of how to use an autoresponder. You can use ActiveCampaign is our preferred choice. You can actually have a link over here to a special ActiveCampaign promotion. If you use this link over here, you find that link inside right on the video here, and you get a free trial as well. And we won't run through the whole thing about setting up automation sequences, how to set up an email, how to trigger the email, and all of this is integrated with my Wi-Fi. Part of what we're doing that's different on the Automation Bootcamp, we're doing some pretty advanced stuff. This is all beginner stuff, and I have all the videos here so that you can go right in and learn more about that. Also, for those who need help selling, go inside, click on the Mobile Sales Mastermind, and I encourage you, make a cup of coffee, cup of tea, whatever it is, grab an iPad or computer, laptop, sit on the couch, and spend a few hours going through these videos in order even, because these are some great tips, some really good nuggets. I mean, this is like, a few years ago now that I recorded this, but it's still hyper relevant. So here's an email template of what to send to friends and family to get referrals. Here's another thing about posting jobs. Here's another one about spin selling. So those who want some cool sales strategy, closing techniques, all this is really, really, really good stuff. All right, so you can, I do a lot of references for mobile marketing. The same goes for Wi-Fi marketing. So here are different ways to get past the gatekeeper, how to break through clutter, how to get motivated, motivation killers, the motivation mindset. I mean, this is quality stuff, and it's available for all legacy partners inside the members area right inside your dashboards. So question about having the marketing materials white labeled. You can download them and remove our logo. Our logo is not on most. You can put whatever you want for your clients in your own logo, your own phone number and email, and customize them as you please. We are also going to be doing some sales training, white label sales training shortly that will perhaps also you can use for that. Actually, you can share some of these videos if you want with your clients. There's no mention of this is mobile sales training. So there's no mention. I could look at potentially giving you guys the option to share this, or I might even make a YouTube channel that you can just send people to watch these videos. Question, is there a single list available that contains all the features the system offers to your clients? Yes, there is actually. Funny you ask. There are two places that I can get that for you, and I'm just thinking now. Here, check out how cool this is, because this is kind of how it works. So I made a glossary of features that these are all the features inside the platform. Okay, so the core platform, data and analytics, campaign builder, connection methods, marketing automation, the ad server monetization, device management, hardware compatibility, developers, the API access. This actually will not apply to most, so I'm just going to actually note this here. And check this out. I'm doing this as we go on the fly because I'm actually going to take this right now and change the folder in which it's shared and share this with you guys right now inside the group. So for those who wanted this, you can reload that page. It's going to be there in just a minute. I'm going to keep it in the root right now. I'm going to keep it in the root folder, and I'm going to organize that and give you guys a little bit more visibility into, all the stuff that we have. When I sell this as a platform, you guys are ultimately selling the same platform. So I'm going to give you all the stuff that we use internally as well. I'll throw that into an organized folder. And just to show you guys, just to connect the dots on that, so where would you find that now that I shared it? You go back to the members area, marketing materials and tools, marketing materials, under all marketing downloads. And I'm going to go to the bottom here. You're going to see that glossary of platform features. This is under proposal content. We'll probably put this in the proposal template thing, but just so everybody can find it, it's going to be here for now. I also have something that not a lot of you are referencing. We have an example pricing guide. So you're thinking about what how much to charge for your products. This is a good guideline in what you can do to offer that. We're going to be adding to this as well. So, by all means, feel free to give us your feedback. And, that's obviously, we're continuously working on this and making it better and better. So I know that there are some, free trial offers that a lot of you are running to your clients, doing very, very well with that. I did cover that in the Wi-Fi Wednesday or 30-day mobile challenge. So make sure that you check that out. All right. Any other questions that I can get to? All right, any questions asking for me to do a tutorial that is very basic and on our support site? I have to politely reference you to visit our support site. We have somebody asking how to set up a Facebook app. I'm not going to demo that here. What I will do is tell you to go to support, search for Facebook, go over here and look for what you're doing, creating a Facebook app and adding it to my Wi-Fi, and go through these steps. Very straightforward. Very clear, easy to do. Also, if you guys have any suggestions or requests for something that after you search, if it's not here, please let us know. We want to make that video. To let you guys know who are just getting started, we are in the midst of recreating and updating these. And you'll notice that a lot of our support articles now, big thank you to Thomas who's been working on this. We now have animated GIFs that show you basically a breakdown when you're adding a new location, when you're going through. Everything is now an animated GIF. So if you're wondering, I think this is a better experience if you're learning how to use a platform. You don't have to watch a long video. All you have to do is follow a few steps, and it's really easy to do. So here you're going to see, like, how do I add a device? I click on devices. I click on add device. It's right there, the big red button. I enter the name of the device and choose my supported router. Everything is very straightforward here. So those who are wondering, or if you want any clarification, if something is confusing to you, don't be shy. Like, let me know. I mean, I always tell people in the group, don't post your personal Facebook questions like, hey, my account is this or that. Like, posting that on the Facebook page is not going to get you an answer in a reasonable amount of time. All those requests need to go to support. But if you need, this is not just for problems or questions. If you have requests, if there's an idea you have, please use this. When you start a new conversation and you write this, I read that message. Believe it or not, that is my face over there, and I do read your message. So please let us know, because we'd be more than happy. We reply usually under 10 minutes, so that's a pretty fast response time during the day. Please let us know how we can better serve you, because that's what we're here to do. All right, any other questions that I can get to? All right, so anything else you guys have specific to your account or anything about your experience, please chat with our support team. That bubble in the bottom right-hand side. If you have any support requests, videos you want me to do, please let me know as well. And on that note, I want to thank you guys all for joining us live this Wednesday. Hope you enjoyed the new features. Please go out there, create some awesome campaigns, and share your preview links in the group if it's something you're really proud of. Even if it's not, if you want some feedback, post in the group. We'd be happy to help, give you guys some guidelines and some feedback to making everything better. And to the automation partners, I will see you shortly. Keep an eye out for another email and more information about that. And for those who are still looking to make this work, if you join us on the Wednesday and you don't have any clients, definitely don't lose faith. There are tens and hundreds of people who are using this, profiting greatly from doing it, using our platform specifically, that are probably no different than you. The only thing that might change is the amount of effort that is put into it. On that note, I'll see you guys in the Facebook group. Thank you all, and take care. Have a great week, and get out there and sell. Talk to you soon.